This is your Mountain View News.
Welcome to another edition of the Mountain View News. I'm Army Sergeant Sam Dellen. Coming up on this edition, Afghan farmers receive a new seed to harvest. Regional Command South commanders speak about security, and the 205th Afghan National Army Corps commander provides a helping hand. Afghan farmers from several villages in the Dan district of Kandahar received a big boost to this year's harvest. Specialist Brian Spradlin shows us how the Afghan government and coalition forces are helping farmers grow their nation's future.
The Afghan government, coalition forces, and the U.S. Agency for International Development, or USAID, distributed high-yield wheat seed and fertilizer to over 300 local farmers. The Afghan government program aims to produce larger harvests and greater profits for small villages.
You're looking at farmers that now will have enough seed to sell it to market instead of being sharecroppers. It gives them a better alternative in their life than what they currently have.
Just one of the 100-pound bags of high-yield seed can produce over an acre of wheat, more than 3 times the normal amount.
All the people, they are very happy about this help that they receive from American, from Canadians, from Afghan government. We want to develop this country. We don't want war again in Afghanistan.
Farmers taking part in the program also receive lessons on growing the high-yield wheat, further ensuring their crop success and reinforcing that their government supports them.
Many times these people have been put on a fence. Should they choose the Taliban or should they choose the government? And it's a choice that they had to make. The choice is now obvious to them that the government is the way that they need to go, looking towards the future.
This was just the first of many distributions the government intends to spread across the Dan district and ultimately throughout Kandahar province, growing prosperity for a growing nation. Specialist Brian Spradlin, 16th MPAD, Kandahar Airfield, Afghanistan.
Regional Command South leaders, the Afghan National Army, and the Afghan government recently held a press conference discussing Hamkari security. Dr. Tarali Wisa, the provincial governor to Kandahar, expressed his satisfaction with the current security directly resulting from the Hamkari plan. Wisa noted that clearance operations in Kandahar City and neighboring districts contributed to the rise in government employment, and shurists have been established, supporting the way ahead.
We had problems before in different districts, but nowadays, by the help of coalition forces, we have solved these problems. During the 9 years that coalition forces have been here, this is the first time that Afghan forces took command of clearing operations.
Afghanistan is stepping up humanitarian aid one village at a time. Specialist Matthew Diaz takes us to the former Taliban stronghold of Mushan, where the Afghan National Army is not only providing security, but a helping hand.
Recently, the Afghan National Army visited the village of Mushan, a former Taliban stronghold, to provide several hundred pounds of clothing and speak with villagers to determine their needs.
We are here to listen to you. I am emphasizing that our duty is to serve you. Do not be scared of us. Be close to us. If we help each other, then this country will be rebuilt. Rather than running from officials, we need to communicate with each other to help each other.
Everyone in attendance walked away with smiles and an overall feeling of goodwill. From Mushan, Afghanistan, I'm Specialist Matthew Diaz, 10th Mountain Division, Public Affairs.
Many entrepreneurs throughout the world have traveled to war-torn countries in an effort to contribute towards reconstruction. But for Canadian Boyd Durdal, president and founder of Rainmaker Irrigation Development, and a few co-workers, irrigating a former Al-Qaeda training site in Kandahar, Afghanistan definitely proved to be a unique experience. The multi-million-dollar irrigation restoration project is one of the largest Canadian-led publicly funded overseas projects. The aim is to be complete by 2011, when Canada transitions from combat operations to training the Afghan Army. That's it for this edition of the Mountain View News. I'm Army Sergeant Sam Dellen, and thanks for watching.